ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੀ ਸਾਹ-e-ਸਿਆਹੀ ਦਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਦੀ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਕਸ਼ਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੈਪਰੇਟਲੀ ਰਿਕਾਰਡ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਿਮਿਟਡ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਨਵਰਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੀ ਇਜ਼ ਐਨ ਅਕਲੇਮਡ ਐਂਡ writer author although she doesn't like to be called author writer herself, but she has three books launched and they are available on Amazon. One is Mini Babbles, the second one is Teen Waves, and the third one is 13 Stitches. Go to Amazon and you can search for these books. And ਇੱਕ ਰਾਈਟਰ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਵੀ ਨੇ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ। ਸੋ ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਯੂ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਦ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ। ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਸਰਬ ਕੌਰ।
Hello, Sarab Kaur. Sat Sri Akal.
सत श्री अकाल, how are you?
I'm good. Ki hal chal hai?
एकदम ठीक। तुसी सुनाओ, thank you
I'm
for
sorry.
having me.
This is not the question that I begin the interview with. Ki hal chal hai? Because I'm starstruck. I'm a fan of your book Teen Wave, and I'm yet to buy 13 Stitches. But the first question that I begin with is, okay, what are you writing these days?
I'm actually working on a children's fiction book, so but
Oh
it's very
wow.
slow. It's a slow process, but going on.
Oh, since we are on the process, so please tell us about your writing process.
My writing process,
What is it?
very raw and
Yeah, what is
candid,
it?
I'll tell you. I will only write when my kids
Wow.
are off to bed. Otherwise, I don't write.
Oh, you don't get the time to write basically then.
I don't, because of course, I'm first a homemaker and a mom of two. That is my
Mhm.
priority. But yes, I do sit after 10:30, and I do make sure that I'm writing.
Mhm.
And Baki, when you have your creativity at the highest power, you just write in half an hour's time. You end up writing pages also.
Mm. But that must be the time when you like finalize, okay, the fair thoughts. But in the during the daytime when your mind's working, you're still thinking while doing all those tasks in the daytime. So they must be going on in your head the thoughts. Okay, let me just write it down in the
Ah,
notes
yes.
section.
Oh,
Sort of write it
yes.
down.
My phone notes are completely full because of that, because whatever comes to my mind, as writers, we pick up everything from daily life, which is obvious.
Mm.
So whatever you see around, if you like something and you have that artistic eye, creative eye, so you're definitely going to jot it down immediately in your notes, and then you're like, okay, I will edit this later.
So you do this daily, like after the kids, I mean, they're asleep, and you write this like a
Not
routine now.
really. Not really. There's no routine to it. That's why I said it's a very slow process. If in between there's an exam come up, then I'm literally studying history, geography along with them. So then the
Oh
writing
wow.
process goes for a toss.
Okay. Wow. What do you do on the side, like professionally? You mentioned about workshops as well.
Oh, so I teach kids these writing workshops, poetry writing, comic writing,
Wow.
story writing. They're these little things that I keep doing in summer vacation, winter vacation time. And
Wow.
for example, now there is this moms meet that is going to take place. So I'm going to do a moms circle of the workshop. So I don't like to
Hmm.
call it workshop, but by default it is what it is. Otherwise, I'm not
So
a
please.
professional working person at all. I'm a homemaker, a very grounded person at home. I don't even call myself an author or a writer because
No,
I
but you
don't know. I
should. You
don't think
should.
I don't think it sits with me. I'm like, yeah, I like to write and I'm just going to write. Hello.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've read some of the poems from the teen waves. Like the best part of reading a poetry book, you open it from anywhere, and you start reading, and still makes sense.
जी
Like
हाँ
all the
जी
sense, and then you jot down, okay, starting to pad diya, to pad diya. And so yeah, one poem that stood by me. It's on the page number 35. It said, "He can do anything."
yeah.
Please
So
recite this for our audience, please.
I will. So before I recite this, I would like to tell you that this was not supposed to be a title-based poetry book, Teen Waves. So
Hmm.
every page that you open is going to be relatable to you. There's no title to it. And if you read page by page, it's going to be connected. So that's how I've
Yes,
written
yes.
it. And this
Mm.
particular page that you're asking me to read is, yes, he saw so many lows and no's. He kept on making mistakes. He couldn't understand why the world is expecting so much. From someone who is still exploring himself, he tries and tries and tries harder each day convincing himself he can do anything.
Do anything.
Yeah.
Wow. And this I think hits the bullseye, and it tells you like how you have easily I won't say easily, but how you have like worn those shoes of teen boys, what they are going through, what's going in their mind.
Yeah.
So how this like how you're so empathetic towards the teenagers and boys specifically. How is this like too accurate, to be honest?
So it's very funny, as raw as I wanted to sound, that always they talk about, mostly the poetry books are about women. Mostly it's
Hmm.
about the love, the affection, the emotions.
Yeah.
And in this, of course, as this is teen waves, so I really wanted to bring in all the aspects of every sort of teenager that is going through. And I myself have a cousin who at a very young age lost his dad. Now, you
Oh,
know how it is in the family. Oh, hun tu karda munda hai. The responsibility is on
yeah.
your shoulders. Now, kudi nu te koi nahi puch reha. I mean, okay, we are in that
Hmm.
progressive generation, but still, it's always the munda if the munda is in the house. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay, and I know what he really went through. So yeah, that's how
Oh,
this particular piece has come out from it. And
wow.
yeah, I mean, it's sad because he's very close to me, and I know there are
Hmm.
many people out there who bear this responsibility on their shoulders as a teenager,
True.
whereas, as a teenage boy, you have various
Yeah.
other distractions in your life, and suddenly there's a big thing, big shift that's
Yeah.
happened. So yeah, this piece comes from
ਉਹ
there.
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਮਰ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਸੋ
Yeah,
ਉਹਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋਣ ਦੀ ਬਟ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਪਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
correct.
okay so the second one also just so we can move on it's on page number 97.
Okay. 97. Oh
Yeah.
wow. This was my favorite piece. Okay. Um, it goes
Uh,
like, so stay put, my daughter. Stay focused. Stay safe. Keep away from their eye filled with lust. Don't give them an opportunity to lynch onto you. Staying scared is a way of pushing them off too. So, of course,
अच्छा.
with the things that are taking place around, and I have a daughter myself, so I'm like very scared.
Hmm.
Again, I am from Mumbai city. Yes, the city never
Hmm.
sleeps, and yes, it's very safe and everything. But at the end of the day, it's the mother dimag, and I have a
Yep.
daughter, and I am going to be scared. Even though I am
Yep.
out at 1 a.m., I won't be scared for myself, but I'm going to be scared for my daughter. So this was
Hmm.
centric to that, and with the incidents that are taking place in our country, it's very sad to see that women
Hmm.
say, "Oh no, we don't care. We can." I know this is right that they can dress the way they want. They can
Hmm.
go out and stay late as they want. But I think
Yep.
sometimes being scared and actually sitting put
Hmm.
sometimes is also good for you. You don't have to always be that feminist and that vocalist and that boldest person. You can also stay
Hmm.
put and quiet. I mean, feminism has become very, I don't know, halla bol kind of a thing, unfortunately.
It's the easy word to throw away anything that is related to women now these days.
People really don't really understand what actually it is. They're confused with a lot of things.
Yeah. And yeah, because the last two lines are that also is staying scared is a way of pushing them off too. So that also that's why I picked this one because this hit me. Okay, man, this is something different that I've
Yeah.
never read.
Yeah. Thank you so
Oh
much.
wow. Okay, I have so many poems to discuss, but we have to move on to other questions. I also read the blog that you have on Blogspot, and there are
Yeah.
some poems or you can say pieces you have written on being a Sikh Punjabi staying outside Punjab. So in you on all of the writings I see there's a like a mentioning of struggles as a woman, as a girl in teenage, and struggle as a Sikh slash Punjabi living
Mm,
outside Punjab.
yeah.
So which is more you think you have faced more like being a woman in this today's world or being a like proving to be an identity who the people of maybe Mumbai or Maharashtra they don't know what's Lodi and the ones that on okay they do Sardar jokes
Yeah.
and you have
Yeah.
mentioned all that in the blog as well. So
Yes.
what's more struggling must have been more struggling for you?
So actually, I'm born and brought up in Oman. I was there for 25
Oman,
years.
okay.
Hanji. I was in Oman,
Wow.
Muscat, Salalah. So over there, of course, back in 90s, nobody knew what Lori is, of course. You have a very small group of Sikh community who is gathering in social clubs to do these rituals. Yeah, you're going to Gurdwara once a week, once in 10 days to celebrate that
Mm,
ritual. And you have to not, and you can't celebrate it on 13th or 14th of January. You have to wait
mm.
for your weekend to arrive because you just
Oh,
can't take a chutti for your personal, festival.
Festivals.
That is one thing. Another thing, I think when I came to India, I really did not know that people think like this about Sardars. They're joking about
Oh.
Sardars. I was like, what? Because Omanis don't care. I mean, you all
Oh.
come under the bracket of Asians, your India,
Mm,
Pakistan, Sri Lankans, Filipinas. You all are all Asians to them. They're going to bully you as an Asian. First of all, they don't bully. That's a very last thing to
mm,
do. But I never knew that India che ho ke we. I mean, you're mocking the other
yes, yes.
community. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, those blogs came out from there, and I'm like, how illogical. And I'm like, okay, look, our Sikh community has the what do you say, um,
The endurance.
endurance to these jokes, and they laugh about it. I mean, if you do that to any Maratha or any
Mm,
Jain or any Gujju person, I think Gujjus are also
mm,
there now with that,
mm.
theplas and khakras and fafda jokes. So revenge is back.
Yeah, the stereotyping is out there. When where I used to work, people used to ask me, I don't drink, I don't eat non-veg. So they, तो सरदार हो गए शराब नहीं पीता, तो सरदार
Yeah.
हो गए non-veg नहीं खाता. मैं कहा, नहीं भाई, we do exist who
Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
drink, who don't eat non-veg. So yeah, it's the battle of identity outside who don't know the world yet.
True.
ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਿਫਟ ਹੋਵਾਂਗਾ ਸਿੰਸ ਯੂ ਸੀ ਟੋਲਡ ਕਿ ਓਕੇ ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਚ ਕੰਫਰਟੇਬਲ ਹੈ ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ
Yeah.
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਗੋਇੰ ਟੂ ਟੈਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਿਊਅਰਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ that ਜਦ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੁੱਕ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਮਾਨਵ ਸਾਰ ਯੂ ਵਰ one of the few people who messaged me and congratulated me although ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ you were already like two books in the market you were a senior to me, more popular
No,
to
no.
me, and you were just messaging a newbie. No, just messaging a newbie. I mean, there was nothing for you in that. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ
Right.
ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ, but that tells with okay, that person is kind and nice, genuinely nice that she is
Yeah.
messaging somebody who's new in the industry. So how I mean, people they know about this stuff कि ऐसा करना चाहिए, then करना चाहिए था यार, support करना चाहिए था, but there are very few people who actually do it, who practice it.
Yeah.
So what makes you to like practice it and support a new writer like me, which you did back in the day when you messaged me? Where does
I
that come from?
I have been there, okay, with very minimalistic support. And I'm like, okay, and especially if they're from Sikh community, I'm like super excited. I'm like, yes, okay, you go. I'm very racist. You call me racist, chalega. I don't mind. But I'm like, yeah, theek hai. I mean, and it's to be very frank, it's very rare to find this combination of how
Mm,
you are, okay? Well
mm,
spoken. I mean, it shows well spoken, well written, and your book is really nice. It has these amazing quotes. And because I'm a Baba Farid fan and Kabir the quotes wale fan,
mm.
so I could totally associate everything with that. And that's why I even asked you. I'm
Uh,
like, these are like something of those thoughts, and you're like, no, this is not Dohe wali book. And I'm like, okay, but it's my travel companion. It's always there in my car.
oh
And
wow,
just recently, my
wow,
mama took it from the car and she said, "अच्छा मैं read करांगी." Oh, Punjabi ने लिखी
oh
है. अच्छा अच्छा
wow.
मैं तो लेके जाऊंगी. And she's like, I'm like, ah, okay, ठीक है, read it off.
Oh,
It's
thank you
very
so much
nice.
for
It's a
this.
nice light read, and it's a very different concept. Usually,
Mm.
everybody is writing these lengthy poetries and all, na. You have actually put up and I love the cover. I'm a black and white
Oh,
person, and I love the cover. I think you can say
thank you
maybe
so much.
60%. The reason why I bought the book is because of the cover, because you really
Because the
don't know
black.
what the
Oh,
content is inside now when you're purchasing a book. So they say don't judge the book by
yeah,
its cover, but I am
my
definitely
cover.
judging
Yeah.
books by the cover. But I'm just glad the
Wow.
content also justified it. So yeah, great job on that.
So you just Scanner wanted to be somebody that you're being somebody that you wanted when you were at that place. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but जब तुसी start ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ, you wish okay somebody you should have pat your back, and then so now you miss that, maybe that's why you're patting the youngsters or the newcomers
Probably you
back.
can
Okay,
call it
go for
trauma.
it.
Yes.
Wow. And since you, I mean, ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ reels ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਲਿਖੀਆਂ
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਚ ਵੀ ਹੈ. So is this struggle also goes into your mind when you are thinking about a thought ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਚ ਜਾਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ? Do you have that struggle or you have passed it? Like, no.
No, there's no struggle as such. The struggle is to find the time to do it. That's my struggle.
Oh.
I actually still have written a few Punjabi pieces. I've even made reels of Punjabi poetries, Punjabi spoken word. And my biggest support here is my bhabhi. And she keeps pushing me, Punjabi ch kar, Punjabi ch kar, Punjabi ch kar. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But then I just don't get time to post it. And I'm rarely posting anything lately. I'm really not finding the time. But yeah, Punjabi poetry comes to me naturally. It's just that
Oh, wow.
I may not be 100% hate Punjabi, but I do speak
Mhm.
decent Punjabi. So kadi kadi to get the words
Mhm.
right, I have to cross check with my bhabhi and check. But no
So in
struggle as
future
such.
ਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ like book ਆਉਣ ਦੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ? Are you planning or?
Punjabi book aate jayegi, wo aayegi English words there because I don't know
अच्छा.
how to write and read Punjabi. Although we did go to
Oh.
Gurudwara for learning Punjabi. We were in Oman, so we used to go to, Gurudwara to learn the basic Punjabi. So I can read tutti frutti Punjabi, but I can't really write,
Hmm.
even write it.
Wow. And you're more supportive to Punjabis than I think the people who speak and write and in Punjabi. They're
You
not that
can
supportive
you can
as
call
much
me a
as you
racist.
are.
I'm telling you, I'm very supportive towards my community.
Wow.
It's really nice
So, and
actually because I have not seen too many Sikh people writing books. They won't give it, so I don't think they are of our generation.
hmm,
Everybody is getting into the open mics, open mics, open mics. I think for me, it's more like, right, leave your mark. For me, it's more about that.
yeah, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਹੀ ਓਪਨ ਮਾਈਕ ਕਰਨੇ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰੇ ਜਸਟ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੱਥ ਹੈ ਯੂ ਇਨਸਪਾਇਰ ਰਿਮੈਂਬਰ ਆਈ ਆਸਕ ਯੂ the reels that you're making black and white reels.
Uh-huh.
I loved those days ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ poetry ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ she's doing it and ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ you're doing that good ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਬਟ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਸਟਰ ਇਨ ਲਾ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਕ ਪੁਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਕਰ ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਹੈ nobody wants to do it but ਕੋਈ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਪੁਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ because it's the right
True.
thing. So you will notice after that chat I also started posting video
Really?
on my
Oh,
Instagram of poetry.
lovely. That's nice. That's
I
nice.
said,
But I'm
let's
definitely
do
seeing that
this.
you're going for these open mics and they're really good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I know. I mean, I know. I'm shivering on stage. My hands are trembling. I'm folding the phone. No.
Oh, really?
But
नहीं, इतना लग
I'm
रहा था नहीं
learning.
हाँ?
I'm ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵਾਈਡ ਐਂਗਲ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਆਂਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਬਟ ਯਾ ਵੈਨ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਔਨ
Okay.
ਸਟੇਜ ਉਹ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿਕ ਇਨ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸਮਟਾਈਮਸ
Okay.
ਬਟ ਯਾ ਆਮ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਮੈਂ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨਸ
Chalo, that's very
ਬਟ
nice, yeah.
do you plan to do open mics or shows properly of your poetry? No.
अरे मेरे को टाइम ही नहीं है मैं कहीं तो जानी है the problem is I don't have time यार
It's
because
time. Oh, wow.
I'm actually completely focusing on my kids and these things take place in the weekends and that also like at the prime time 6 to 8 and for me weekends होना थोड़ा करना पैंदा so it's not possible and then workshop भी weekend चाहिए होंदी है and then writing
Oh.
too much and जे किसी बच्चे दे friend दा birthday आ गया फिर सारा गया
Oh.
so yeah life is very different right now फिलहाल but I think as my kids will grow it'll get
But I would say continue with the videos part, basically the reel section. Those were good. I mean, Punjabi, the voice, the accent, because it's not a Thet Punjabi accent, and that's why it sounds beautiful. That too.
I get mocked.
I mean, not
People are
Punjabi.
saying तेनु पंजाबी बोलनी नहीं आंदी. I'm like, damn you. I said बॉम्बे वाले तो better ही बोल दिया. I'm like बॉम्बे वाले तो better ही बोल दिया. बॉम्बे वाले उल्टा हिंदी बोल. Just don't even come close to me right now. I think even in Delhi people
That's
speak
true.
in Hindi. Punjabi families, households speak in
Hmm.
Hindi amongst themselves. Most of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
I have relatives
ਬੋਲਦੇ ਆ
who
ਜਿਹੜੇ
speak
ਸਾਡੇ
Hindi.
ਰਿਲੇਟਿਵਸ ਹੈ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਪਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਹਿੰਦੀ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਸੋ
ਮੈਨੂੰ
ਇਟਸ
बहुत
ਇਨ
weird लगता
ਪੰਜਾਬ
है सरदार्स family speaking Hindi amongst themselves. ਮੇਰੇ ਡੈਡੀ ਦਾ ਰੂਲ ਸੀਗਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਬੇਟਾ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਣੀ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਦੈਟਸ ਹਾਊ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਦਿਸ ਫਲੂਐਂਟਲੀ ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਵੀ ਆਲਸੋ ਵੁੱਡ ਹੈਵ ਬੀਨ ਦੈਟ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਬੱਚਾ
ਤੇ who are your favorite poets ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ time ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, you have mentioned it, but whenever you get time to consume someone's poetry or art, ਤਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ poets ਜਾਂ writers ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ
See,
ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੋ, ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੋ?
I'll tell you one fun fact. The reason why I started writing this first book, Teen Waves, was completely inspired and I was completely influenced by Rupi Kaur. Okay.
Oh,
And I loved her poetry. I loved how raw and real it was about Sikh. You know, there's a lot about Sikhism in it,
yeah,
about the
in her poetry.
and their expat, and I somehow could relate to it because I was also not in India
Hmm.
growing up. So
Hmm.
there was a lot of things that I could relate, and I love her spoken word. So I really look up to her. I really like her. She's she's like, if you're talking about old classic people, I don't really have any names because I really like
Hmm.
all artwork, and some of them
Hmm.
have not so great pieces, and then some of them have great pieces. So I can't really level them up. But with Rupi Kaur, she's been very stable in my liking
Hmm.
area. So I really like her.
Yes, I think it goes same. Maybe Rupi Kaur. Have you met her? I mean, have you
I
attended
have
any of
not
her
met
shows?
her. No, yeah, I have not. Is she
I
coming or
have.
what to India? Oh, you have? Oh my God, I'm
I
so jealous. Oh, what?
she
Where?
came to Chandigarh. She came to Chandigarh Tagore Theatre. ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ
Oh,
ਸਟੋਰੀ ਦੱਸਦਾ, ਫਨੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਰੂਪੀ ਕੌਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸੋ ਜਦ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਆਫ ਮਾਈਨ, ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਆਲਸੋ ਰਾਈਟਰ, ਸੋ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਰੂਪੀ ਕੌਰ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਯਾਰ ਪੋਇਟ ਹੈ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੋਂ ਹੈ, ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਲਾਈਕ ਦੇ। ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੋ ਐਂਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਬੁੱਕ ਸਾਈਨਿੰਗ ਵੀ ਕਰੇਗੀ, ਸੋ ਜਸਟ ਬਾਏ ਅ ਬੁੱਕ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਉਸੇ ਦਿਨ ਰੂਪੀ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਬੁੱਕ ਪਰਚੇਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਦ ਸਨ ਐਂਡ ਦ ਫਲਾਵਰਸ।
yeah.
ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੋ, ਆਈ ਵੈਂਟ ਟੂ ਸ਼ੋ ਟੈਗੋਰ ਥੀਏਟਰ। ਉਹ ਸ਼ੋ ਖਤਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਐਂਡ ਬੁੱਕ ਸਾਈਨਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੀ ਵਾਸ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਦੇयर ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ oh ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਆਮ ਅ ਹਿਊਜ ਫੈਨ ਮੈਮ ਪਲੀਜ਼।
Nayo?
मैं उसी दिन बुक खरीदी थी, but I got a signed copy of Sun
Oh,
and the Flowers
wow.
by
I'm so
Rupi Kaur.
jealous.
But
Oh,
ਉਹ
wow.
ਵੀ ਟਰਨਿੰਗ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਸੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜੋ ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਆ, ਮਲਟੀ ਪੇਜ ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਯਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਥ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਜਾਣਾ। ਬਟ ਵੈਨ ਆਈ
Correct.
ਰੈਡ ਦੈਟ ਬੁੱਕ, ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਵੀ ਐਗਜ਼ਿਸਟ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਵੀ ਕੈਨ।
I'm
ਸੋ
telling you,
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ
yeah.
ਬਾਅਦ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਕਪਲੇਟਸ ਜਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਲਿਖਣੀ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਔਰ ਇੰਸਟਾਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਤੇ ਪੋਸਟ ਕਰਨੀ ਕੀਤੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
Yeah,
ਉਹ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ
that's true.
ਚੀਜ਼।
Yes. Continue.
I'll send you the pic that I have with her.
Oh, wow. My God. I don't know when she's ever coming to Mumbai. Damn it.
And
Perks of living in Punjab. She's definitely going to visit there. Why will she come to Mumbai?
yes. Yes, and yeah, let's talk about mini babbles. What was the idea behind that? Because we know now teen waves.
Mini Babbles, poor thing. I have not promoted a single page out of that book. I think that book it was so dear to me. I put in a lot of thoughts and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a cafe read. And I will make
Hmm.
sure that it's there in every cafe. I actually even did that. It was there in a few cafes and all that. But again, unless you promote and market, the whole ball game is about
Hmm.
marketing. So Mini
Hmm.
Babbles is a very close personal book to me, but Bichari, it's somewhere like a pillar, I think. It's lost between Teen Waves and 13
Oh.
Stitches.
No, but I think ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਰ ਆਰਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ। ਯੂ ਡੋਨਟ ਨੋ
Yeah,
ਕਦੋਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਦੋਂ ਕੌਣ ਪਿਕ ਕਰ ਲੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਸੋ ਉਹਦਾ
true.
ਟਾਈਮ ਆਏਗਾ ਹਾਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ।
I hope so.
ਤੇ coming to the latest that you released this year, 13 Stitches,
Yeah.
with collaboration with Sneha Singh, if I'm
Yes,
right.
yes.
So tell us about that.
That book was trying to come to existence for more than 4 years. We
Oh,
were
wow.
trying to figure out how to bring it out. We've read on the chapters. I think that book has taken a lot of our time, but it has brought us
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good literature circle of people,
Mm.
which is very
Wow.
important because if you're writing good
Mm.
content, you automatically attract those magnets and you attracting good literature
Mm.
crowd. And that is the aim. I mean, we don't want random people following us. We would love to make more
Mhm.
literature connections. So yeah, 13
Yeah.
Stitches is, I think I've said this enough, but 13 Stitches is about 13 different short stories, and they are
Yep.
all inclusive of LGBTQ, pet friendly, this friendly, that friendly, bacha friendly, every type
Mm.
of story is in it. So it's doing really good, actually. Touch wood. So
Oh,
we're very
wow.
happy with it.
How was like two creative people working on the same project? Was there any like लड़ाइयाँ झगड़े होंदे सी कि नहीं नहीं poetry है कि नहीं नहीं, or you were very cool and smooth about it कि okay चलो मेरी ਇੱਥੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜੀ edit करना है ਤੁਸੀਂ? Was it like this or?
So, Asi, what we did, Asi chapters band dete. You take odds, I'll take
Hmm.
even. So that's how
Hmm.
we worked with. Alternatively, they will be printed. First is hers, third is her, fifth is her. Mine is like second, fourth, sixth, and all. And when we were sitting for reading and editing, we gave each other our most genuine responses.
Hmm.
No, we never really had any clashes. It was really good, actually. It was smooth because me and she are also very good friends, very good family friends.
Hmm.
And it was smooth. It was a very smooth process. In fact, there were times when she's rewritten same chapter, the thin draft, and I have to pick the best
अच्छा.
one out of it. So it was like, it was good, not difficult.
No.
If you have a very strong-minded person with you writing, I don't know how it will work. It's not going to work.
Yeah, वो stubbornness होएगी कि नहीं यही लिखना है. You can't
हाँ
change it. You
नहीं,
can't
you have to be
put words here
open-minded
and there.
about it. In the
Flexible.
collaborations, तो तो flexible होना ही पड़ेगा.
And see, we talk about the struggles of being a woman and a Sikh woman. So all of these poetry kind of not, I would say that hardcore pain points, but they do
Yeah.
come from a pain, a sort of, you can say, slight pain from it. So the poetry is that an escape from that pain or just like a healing process? Is that opening a wound, scratching that wound that you have in your thoughts? And that, or is it like healing? Okay, I've written it. Now I have processed those thoughts. What is it
So
for
I
you?
don't write poetries that are in public. Of course, that I publish are out there, postings and all. That those are random thoughts. That has nothing to do with my personal
Okay.
life. My personal stock is ekdam next level. That is, I can't post it only. People will end up judging me in my whole life.
No. ਸੋ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਪੋਡਕਾਸਟ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਗ ਬੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਹੱਡ ਬੀਤ ਤੋਂ ਜਗ ਬੀਤੀ ਜੋ ਸਮਾਜ ਚ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਯੂ ਰਾਈਟ ਔਨ ਦੈਟ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਟ ਬਟ
Yeah,
ਯੂ ਆਰ ਨਾਟ ਪੋਸਟਿੰਗ ਐਨੀਥਿੰਗ ਜੋ ਹੱਡ ਬੀਤੀ ਜੋ ਖੁਦ ਤੇ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੈ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹ ਕਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਬਣੀ ਹੋਈ.
correct. So I've always been writing since I think ever since I've learned to write. I think I was 10, 11 years old. My father gave me a diary and I started jotting things down in that. So I
Mhm.
love noting things down in diaries. So I have my personal connection. Apart from that, whatever I write, yeah, it comes from random places. It's got nothing to do with my pain points or trigger points. Yes, there are
Mhm.
things that I write, but then that's personal junk. What
Personal
about
junk.
you?
Come on.
That's completely mind-boggling personal junk. How about you? What is your, the style of writing? Where does it come from?
It is more about heartbeat, like what I go through, what the thoughts, what I have. But yeah, there's some caricature to it. Like I exaggerate. If I have 10% reality, then I add the 90% to it to reach it to 100%. But I think the best work comes when it comes naturally to you.
True.
I mean, you don't have to manipulate it as much. You know, जब कोई ऐदा thought आंदा ना कि ऐदा लिखा जा रहा है कि ये तो याद ही कीता होया है, you're just writing and just
True.
finishing it in like 20 minutes and 30 minutes.
Okay, I have
तो
another
वो
question
चीज,
for you.
this is your episode. You are the star of this
No, but I
episode,
want to
not
ask
I.
you. No, I'm not a star. Yeah, don't say that. But one question: are you comfortable writing on a laptop or your phone, however you are? Like if you're typing your poetry or piece or whatever, or do you believe writing on a paper with a pen with the flow of thoughts?
I feel convenience, whichever is convenient to you. Mostly it's on phone because usually रात 2 to लेके सवेरे 4 बजे तक the time है when I write the most.
Okay.
When I'm half sleep or going to sleep, so just before that ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਉਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ, so it's always on the phone. ਪਰ
Okay.
ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਾਈਟ ਆਫ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਬੇਬੀ ਸੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, I cannot ਜੀ
Yeah.
ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਫੇਰ ਲਿਖਾਂ, but it's always on the phone. but ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਕਾਪੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ
I'm
you
telling
never
you, you
know
will love
phone
it
ਕਦੋਂ
if
ਹੋਵੇ.
you do the proper pen and paper and diary thing, no? And when after a few years you'll open it, you're like, shit, I was shit. At this particular date, I was writing like this and I was so stupid. I mean, you laugh about it. It's hilarious. The phone and the typing doesn't give you that vibe, maybe.
The five of writing, yeah.
The
पर मेरी
personal,
handwriting बहुत
हाँ,
गंदी है.
मेरी भी.
मेरी handwriting बहुत गंदी है.
किसी ने तो मैंने क्या 13 stitches that जब मैं I was writing that the quote and signing this like you're a writer, look at your handwriting. I'm like So please, I actually improved my handwriting, after that. I've actually practiced cursive
No.
writing on my children's book.
ਓ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੀ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਰਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਇੰਨੀ ਗੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਐਲਡਰ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਕੂਲ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਤੋਂ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਸੀ, ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਫ੍ਰੈਕਚਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਸੋ ਯੂਜ਼ ਟੂ ਰਾਈਟ ਹਿਜ਼ ਲੈਫਟ ਹੈਂਡ। ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਮੈਮ ਆਏ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਲਾਸ 'ਚ, ਕਾਪੀ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖ ਰਿਹਾ, ਮੈਮ ਨੇ ਚੈੱਕ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੈਮ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ, ਗੁਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਦਾ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ? ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾ ਰਾਈਟ ਹੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਫ੍ਰੈਕਚਰ ਹੋਇਆ, ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਰਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਫਰੋਮ ਹਿਜ਼ ਲੈਫਟ ਹੈਂਡ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਹੈਂਡ ਰਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਹੈ।
Oh God, that's basically next level.
ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬਟ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ, ਮਤਲਬ ਹਲੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਾਲ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਬਟ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਗਨ ਦੇ
Right.
ਲਿਫਾਫੇ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਨਾਮ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖੇਗਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਕਹੋ।
Okay, I think guys have that, guys. No, there are some guys. My husband writes really beautifully. He has a very nice handwriting. My brother's handwriting is horrible. He writes like a toddler.
Tell us about your marketing process that you do after publishing a book.
So you're talking about how to market a published book,
Yes,
or
yes.
okay. So
Complete process.
complete process. So I think it's all about making connections. Number one, if you don't have your proper literature ground connections, you will be actually spending a lot out of your pocket for marketing. So that is one. So try to be as active as you can in these literature fests, and build connections, show people what you are, who you are, because jab tak you are not there out in the ground, no one's going to know you. No one's not going to know you. And I mean, very rarely this happens that kisi di post viral ho gayi hai and then they're famous. That also takes time. Ude which we boosting and all that, that's again going to cost you.
Yep.
So it's all about actually being out and about and building
Building a
connections,
circle.
which is where I am lacking, very frankly speaking. I am lacking in that because I have my limitations. I can't be everywhere. So I try to do whatever it is
Right.
online. And if there are any ground events that I can be a part of, I definitely do. So for newbie writers, if they are really wanting to publish, please be out there and like stay updated with
Making
whatever
connections.
events. Yeah. Be at any open mic because you're going to find a lot of good publishing houses, the editors, and good poets and good people out there who are looking for good content. Actually. And people lately are using, I think, AI a lot for their content, which is sad. I'm so offended. I'm like, yaar, mainu ek ek kitab likhan no, 2-3 saal lag jate hain literally, and it's public is like literally kuch bhi publish ho raha hai. That's sad.
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ, but they are missing ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੋ writing ਦਾ process ਹੈ, we get satisfaction from that. ਜੋ process ਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹੀ enjoyable ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ.
Correct.
Once we are not writing, okay ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਆਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ, this my thoughts ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਸੇ 'ਚ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ, so they're missing that enjoyable part ਜੋ ਲਿਖਣ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ. If they are using AI just quickly ਬਸ ਮੈਂ popular ਹੋ ਜਾ, famous ਹੋ ਜਾ, people think that I'm the best writer, I'm the perfect writer. So but nahi, they're missing that part too. So what's another thing, what's your take on the book review pages on Instagram that we have that approach you, hey, your booking coming out, I can review your book?
I have so many book reviewers. Some of them are genuine also. Some of them I reached out, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਸੀ, but ਫਿਰ they sent an amazing, receipt. He so and so are the packages for your reviews, and I'm like, नहीं ठीक है चलेगा, कोई ਗੱਲ नहीं, ਅਸੀਂ genuine ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਵ ਕੇ free ਚ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ promotion. But yeah, what's the point? You're literally pushing out your book, and then you are trying to market it. Okay, if you're looking at it from a business point of view, पाओ पैसा, बिल्कुल, why not? लखा चे पाओ, you'll see the growth also, actually. But I'm not in one of those. Like I said, for me, it's more of like leaving a mark behind. That's it. For me, it's more of that.
Yeah, ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਫਸਟ ਲਾਂਚ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮੈਸੇजेस ਆਏ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਬੁੱਕ ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕਰਵਾਓ, ਦਿਸ ਮਚ ਪੈਕੇਜ. ਸੋ ਆਈ ਡਿਡ ਅ ਕਪਲ, ਆਈ ਡਿਡ ਪੇ ਕਿ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਬੁੱਕ ਹੈ, ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ. ਤਾਂ ਜਦ ਮੈਂ ਰਿਵਿਊਜ਼ ਪੜ੍ਹੇ, AI ਰਿਟਨ ਰਿਵਿਊਜ਼ and all in like favor, बहुत चंगी है सब वो सब. मैं क्या नहीं यार, मतलब this is like feeding the ego of the writer कि हाँ चलो सर चंगी है, give us money, I will write something good. Oh नहीं, if ਜੇ ਉਹ genuine ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਥੋੜਾ critical ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਤਾਂ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ 'ਚ ਵੀ. ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ actually ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਹੈ book, they like it, but they're getting paid to write good thing. But after 2 or 3 years नहीं, मेरे को बहुत आए, मैं क्या नहीं, it's not about the money, but I don't want that image outside कि हाँ यार इतना सारे
it's a mixed thing. It's a mixed thing. I mean, किसी किसी ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਧੱਕਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ okay you're doing
Hmm.
really good. It's a good push also for some people who are very scared or introverts,
Hmm.
who really are not social media friendly, and they're like, okay, online aa gaya. So for them it's like a validation. So it's a good thing also for them.
Hmm.
But again, if you are really trying to mark yourself in a literature world, might as well go through a little difficult path, because in the literature world everybody knows what is A and what is B. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ
Hmm.
ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ.
Yeah.
So might as well stick to a genuine path that will lead you somewhere.
And please share some tips because you teach writing and poetry. Please share some tips with our audiences as well. कुछ भी जो ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ कि they should, or who's anybody like who wants to write maybe poetry, prose, or a book, what tips? Consider it as a free workshop for us.
Oh my God, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਭਾਲਣਾ is one task, but adults are next level. I'm so scared. The coming event is for the moms, and I'm like, my God, for children it's easier, but moms is like another level. So I think for writing, I think, see, first of all, everybody's a writer for sure. 100% everybody's a writer. It's just that they don't prioritize it that much. Nobody really thinks ki, oh, ਅਸੀਂ आज paper लेके बैठांगे. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Like you yourself said that you're glued to your phone. Might as well jot down something. So even I do that. So for people who are actually wanting to write poetries and prose, I think first you have to ask yourself a lot of questions in order to dive into anything that you write, whether it's English, Punjabi, Hindi, whatever. You have to ask yourself a certain number of questions depending upon your situation. Say, suppose you don't know how to write a poetry, you make a set of 5 questions, try to answer them, see how they are attached to what emotion, and then anchor them down into poetry. Rather than, I want to write a love poetry. Again, again, ki, love poetry ki. Zyada you're going to talk about heartbreak, distance. I don't know why love always
Yeah.
becomes either Roopda something, which is very pretty,
And
or it's about heartbreak. There's a lot to
heartbreak.
write in it. So that's just an example. I think always just ask yourself a number of questions before you go ahead.
What see questions, what kind of, let's see, romance and love, वही example लेने हैं. So if I want to write, let's say, about fresh love, like first love at first sight kind of love, that I saw somebody, I liked it, and I want to write something. Let's say I want to approach the girl, I want to write something on her. So what kind of questions should I ask myself if I want to write?
Okay. Approach a girl, okay. So maybe first thing you will ask yourself, what do you like in that person? Whether it's the vibe,
Okay.
the physical appearance, her hair, her eyes, of course, the physical appearance. Secondly, what is more attractive? Is she more attracting, or is that her personality is attracting towards you? Is it the way she walks? Is it the way she talks? I think when you're looking at person, this is the max that you can understand. Looks and the way they talk and walk. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲੇਗਾ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਕੁਝ
True.
ਲਿਖਣ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੋਗੇ, I think then you'll have to go all imaginative. It's all about creativity there. You can compare it to a bud of a flower or maybe first rain. Then that's how these nature elements come in, and then
Nature elements come
emotional
in, yeah,
amplifying,
comparisons.
and then your emotional amplifying techniques come in. Again, वो फिर बहुत technical हो जाएगा, public बोल जाएगी.
Bro, मतलब questions वही हैं कि खुद ਦੇ जो emotions हैं ਉਹਨੂੰ right direction ਦੇ ਨਾਲ find out करना कि exactly हाँ मैं ਇਹ emotion feel कर रहा हूँ. So this is the like the foundational emotion I am feeling. So ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. So the questions actually help that.
Always it's the questions. ਚਾਹੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ short story ਲਿਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, novel ਲਿਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, poetry ਲਿਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ. Always ask yourself those questions first, and then maybe try to make it into a little essay in your head. Once your essay is somewhere somehow prepared, then you can jot it down into a poetry. It's not a big deal.
I actually never done that, but ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਕਿ asking questions ਵਾਲੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਦੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ try, but ਇਹ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ.
It's a very reflective process. This is called a reflective process, and when you are reflecting upon yourself by asking these questions, it really helps you.
But usually the poetry says an escapism है कि जो चल रहा है we want to escape that from, and when it comes to reflective as well, you are exploring yourself more.
Yeah.
So it is
it's like a therapy in
confusing
itself
and satisfying as well. Yes. I think last couple of episodes ਸਾਡੇ ਜਤਿੰਦਰ ਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ. He's a psychoanalyst.
Mm-hmm.
ਸਾਈਕੋ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ
Mm-hmm.
ਜਲੰਧਰ, ਸੋ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਇਨਟੂ ਦੈਟ ਫੀਲਡ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਵੀ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ
Mm.
ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸੇਮ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਹੀ ਕਿ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਦ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨ ਬਟ ਇਟਸ ਲਾਈਕ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਇਨ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕ ਜੈਮ,
Yeah.
ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਰਸਤਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ, ਬਟ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵੈਂਟੇਜ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਤੇ ਹੋ, ਯੂ ਆਰ ਔਨ ਦ ਰੂਫ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਜੈਮ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਥੱਲੇ, ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਵੀ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਨਿਕਲੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਥੈਰੇਪੀ, ਪੋਇਟਰੀ ਜਾਂ ਰਿਫਲੈਕਟਿੰਗ ਯੋਰਸੈਲਫ ਗਿਵਸ ਯੂ ਦੈਟ ਵੈਂਟੇਜ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਐਂਡ ਪਰਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ
Yeah.
ਟੂ ਲੁੱਕ ਕਿ ਅੱਛਾ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀਆਂ, ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਮੂਵ देयर, ਆਈ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਪਲੇਸ ਦਿਸ। So
Yeah.
I think that works. So
Yeah. Yeah.
anybody who wants to write, start asking questions yourself.
Yes. Point to be noted.
If the point to be noted. Yeah, the first thing to do. Yeah, मैं भी ये चीज करांगा जरूर. नहीं, humble ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋ. The message as again मैं कह रहा जो ਤੁਸੀਂ message ਕੀਤਾ, first time book में ਉੱਥੋਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਯਾਰ, I mean she doesn't have to do it.
Yeah.
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ benefit ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, but she still did it because obviously ਉੱਥੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ she's genuinely nice and kind person.
No,
That's
thank
how it should be.
you.
You have to be supported. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm all in. I'm all in for all new budding poets and writers, and especially when they are from Sikh community. Like I said, call me racist, it's okay. But I really love to see. I have other relatives also who are trying their hands at writing. I keep pushing them. I'm like, karo, karo, write, write, write. So it's nice to see that this community is also growing, because I
Yeah, in this
mostly see
field.
it's just, very frankly speaking, it's Catholics, it's other Hindu community.
Mm,
अपनी पंजाबी कौम
it's their
somehow
stories,
divert हो
yeah.
जाती है. They get diverted,
The
and
word,
we
the
have
word.
so much of
Yes,
talent. Oh my God, Punjab is filled with talent, but
true.
they just want to go abroad. मेरे सारे cousins are abroad only. Nobody's here. Everybody, you name the country, New Zealand, Australia,
No, man.
Italy, everywhere. It's crazy.
But that's good part too. They're bringing in dollars to India if they are spending it here or sending money here. It's
I
good
don't know.
for the
I'm very
economy.
happy to be back in India. I'm just very happy to be back in
Wow.
India.
So I think it's the last question. We have only 10 minutes left. So quickly, any book recommendations you can give it to our viewers? Poetry books, story books, novels, anything.
Well,
Apart from
again,
you three.
apart from my three books, yes, of course. I mean, if they're looking at English poetry and a rebellious poet, I really like Maya Angelou. And if you really are starting a poetry journey, you should just take one Maya Angelou book and see how it is. The depth in it is impeccable, and that's going to give you a good push. And if you're talking about short stories, this is my favorite person. She's a fiction writer, Cecilia Ahan, and her
Okay.
book is called Roar. It's really good.
Roar.
It's a she-based, it's a woman-based short stories, but you should really get it. I mean, it's just for you to see how a person can actually think and write, because you'll be baffled by the content in it. It's that amazing.
I'll definitely read.
It's not your typical love story or typical short story. It's completely different. It's going to take you 2 times a read per chapter to actually understand, but it's superb. What about you? Are you going to recommend any books? Yeah.
Oh man, the problem is that the books. Okay, have you read that White Blood, Chitta Love by Nanak Singh? I mean, it has been translated to English, but I think I have it here. But it's a good book. I think recently that I have read. I take a lot of time. मतलब बहुत time लगता है book read करने में. I prefer listening. Like कोई मेरे ना सुन रहा है, कोई मेरे सुना रहा है कहानी. बचपन में होता सी.
Oh,
So I prefer
nice.
listening more. But I
Interesting.
try to finish the book in one go. So the recent that I have read and liked very much, the writing style in particular was Nanak Singh's White Blood. I mean, जो
Okay.
आज दी writers जो अपना twist and ਉਹ last ਵਿੱਚ plot twist and hidden ਰੱਖਦੇ ਆ plot twist, ਉਹ ਉਸ time ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 1932 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ. And I also have that signed copy from his great grandson.
I think you posted this, if I'm not wrong. You had
Yes,
posted
yes,
it on
yes.
your story. Yes, I remember.
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
I love collecting.
That's
जिथे
lovely.
मौका मिलता है कि signed copy मिले तो अच्छा लगता है.
Next time, one extra copy for me too.
Okay.
Gather it and then
Sure,
courier
sure.
it to me.
Sure, sure. So, okay, we have like 8 minutes left. But so just before we end it, thank you so much for doing this. And I was really very nervous because of I'm a fan of as well, so I was really nervous before doing this. मैं चाहता ਸੀ कि ਜਦੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਹੋਵੇ ਸ਼ਾयਦ ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਵਾਂ, but ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ 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 ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ, ਥੋੜੇ ਐਪੀਸੋਡਸ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ,
Oh
then
God, कुछ
then I
भी
should then I should call her.
नहीं 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 I
But
was extremely
seriously,
happy when you reached out for this and I was like chalo great finally because I told you I do only social online mostly. I'm like oh great chalo this is fine and I'm like he's a good writer, he's into poetry, it'll be a great podcast, so thank you so much actually for having me on it and it was a great conversation. It did not feel any upri conversation at all, so that's
चलो
very
I'm
important.
yeah, I'm glad you liked it. ਅਸੀਂ ਫੇਰ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ once I buy 13 stitches and read that, ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, maybe ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ next book ਆਏਗੀ, so we'll
Oh
keep
yes,
doing this. But
absolutely.
ਹੁਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ 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 ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
I same to you.
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ
Thank you so
ਅਕਾਲ।
much. Sat Shri Akal. Thank you.